What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy, Tommy G, here with the weekend extravaganza, the Stay Cashin Friday show. We're one man short today, Hoffman. Bill Rupp is actually heading out to the Mets game.
Unbelievable. Bill's going out of his house and going to
Bill is leaving his house. It doesn't matter where he's going. Bill is leaving his house to go somewhere outside of Bloomfield or to drop off food somewhere. And he is actually attending an event today. So Bill Rupp will be live from the Mets game, maybe. Who knows? I'm expecting some Instagrams, some videos, some tweets. It's 2 o'clock right now. The game starts at 5. We'll talk about that game in a little bit. And as you can expect, it probably is going to take him 2.5 hours to get into the city, as you would imagine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so he's probably there. It was 12:30, and I was like, "You're leaving already?" He left like 12:30, dude. I was like,
Bill likes to take his time, you know.
A little aggressive. Yeah, I don't think you need to leave at 12:30.
He's probably doing some Uber Eats stops on the way down there.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking making all that.
Bill's door dashing his way to the city field.
Making all that city money. But we're going to be making all that fucking betting money today. We have some stuff to talk about from the game last night, what went right, what went wrong. We have a lot going on this weekend, monster weekend for sports. We're in the sports apocalypse right now. We're looking at college football games, great slate of games this weekend, starting off tonight with 2 games. Well, I'll wait a minute because I think Howie's coming in a few minutes, right?
Yeah, he should be.
So wait for Howie for that, talk about that. We got hockey going on. We got MLB playoffs going on. One of the craziest baseball games you've ever seen in your life last night. And that Yankee game, we'll recap that a little bit. We're going to go over the NFL plays. We got Mike coming on for UFC. We got the Roundtable tonight, which we're going to be banging out at what time, Hoff? 7?
7 or 7:30. We got to
7, probably 7.
Yeah, probably 7.
7.
Yeah.
7. If me and Zab say 7, it's fucking 7. If I glitch at all, let me know. I'm actually trying something here to stop the glitching, Hoff. So if you see me glitching,
no, you're good. You're good.
Right,
you're way better than what you had going on behind us.
All right, yeah, I'm trying to fix my shiznit. So I'll switch browsers. So Roundtable show tonight. Also, guys, as you can see at the bottom, Zab, you got to do the thing. Hold on, maybe I can do it. Let me see.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can. Let me see. Can I bring myself down there?
Yeah, you got to take.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Down here. There we go. Down here. Free days. Free days. Actually, here's Zab. You can do it again. Let's put Zab back on. That's it. Why are you up here?
I don't know. It's my camera's reversed.
I mean,
reversed, that's
what
why.
does reversed matter if you're still doing this? You and Hoffman are fucking retarded. You can say we don't even move Hoffman down there to try.
No, I
it.
stay in this corner.
Yeah. So you'll see 3 free days for anyone. All you need to do is go to my Twitter. You guys should all be following it already. At Tommy G Wins Again. Turn on notifications. A lot of stuff coming out this weekend. Thread's done. There's a death that just happened with the kid from One Direction, which ties directly to the thread I was about to launch. I'm heading out to Chicago next week. We're going to be getting out free bets. Follow my Twitter. Turn on notifications for my Twitter, and you'll get everything. But go click the bio. I changed my whole bio to just say, click here for 3 free days. So go do that, and you will get 3 days free. Don't worry about your phone number. I always get the thing, why is it asking for my phone number? It's a Dub Club thing because some people do text messaging plays and telegrams and all that kind of shit. We don't. So anyone signing up, it's just Discord plays. So you don't need to worry about Telegram. Just put the phone number in. You will not get a single text. No, we're not putting you on a list. It's just for the Telegram people that are in there. So just drop your phone number and email if you're not already on it, and you'll get 3 free days. And this is a great 3 free days to be getting involved. So, yeah, it's the One Direction. I'm not a One Direction fan. but I will tell you, Liam Payne just got fucking unalived. Ended up off a fucking balcony yesterday. Coming out talking shit about Diddy. He was at the parties. Was groomed since he was 15. And then 3 hours later, Simon Cowell steps down from Great Britain's Got Talent, Hoffman.
There's got to be like a full video of these Diddy parties.
There's a lot.
Right?
No,
Like
there's
this
a lot
spot,
of videos
right?
of these Diddy parties. Yeah. There's a lot going on there in that thread. And it ties exactly to the thread that I was going to launch 2 weeks ago and got busy. I'm actually heading out to Chicago for something monstrous that Hoffman and Zab know about. That's what delayed it. But that's all done. So that's either hitting tonight or tomorrow. Get on my Twitter at Tommy G Wins Again. We're going to be fucking and rocking and wilding. Zab, how you doing today, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm living a dream, baby. I'm a little tired. But rubbing my eye all morning. I don't know if my eye's all fucking...
You got pink eye?
No, I just fucking slept and fucking woke up and was like, rah, and
Yeah,
just
you got
grind.
pink eye.
No, I don't got
No,
pink
you
eye.
either.
Fucking pink eye. My face in Bill's ass. But
Yeah.
no, I'm just tired. Been up since 7:30 in the morning doing that Threads. Did the Thunderdome this morning. That went well. So go check that out on Slop Slocks profile and then tune in for 7 p.m. Hoffman, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I came to Pittsburgh right in the middle of all the controversy with the quarterbacks, and I'm going right into the stadium and see what happens.
I mean, that's it. Guys, if you could do us a favor, we are live on Twitter. You can check this on Twitter or YouTube. Head over to the Twitter account, give it a retweet, give it a like, give it a comment. You could also chat with us live from, just go click my avatar. You can chat right in there on the live stream that's taking place right now. Our questions will come through in here, as we told you last show. So if you were on the YouTube, if you were on Twitch, if you were on one of the other places, there's like hundreds of people spread out on 40 different places. Anything you write anywhere will come through on our master board right here. So we will see it, and we'll be able to help you. So, Zab, let's first talk about this game last night. We were attacking the first quarter props, right? I think everything went pretty much to form, right? So I had my favorite play was the Moreau over half a yard plus 250. In the first quarter. That hit. First quarter looked great. Moreau was my favorite prop of the day. That hit on like the second play. Veli started off 20-yard catch right out the gate. I mean, everything was looking perfect until Spencer Ratpiss fucking fell apart in the second half and the end of the game. I mean, I told you, this kid fucking sucks, dude. He's fucking... I've known him since 2017. You know that, right? He was on the QB1 documentary on Netflix that I watched with Fromm. I've watched this kid sucked on that documentary in high school. He wasn't even good then. So we faded him all through his college career. We bet against him all the time. He's worse. He's worse, Zab.
Yeah, it was. We pretty much hit every first quarter prop. I think we missed two. One was the Knicks. He threw over 39.5 yards. And then the other one was Kamara, 10-plus rushing yards. They couldn't do anything. I think Kamara touched the ball twice in the first quarter. So game script wasn't there. Rattler couldn't move the ball. But, yeah, we were on everything else. So Rattler sucks. I mean, they're nothing. They better hope Carr comes back next week or their season's pretty much down the drain. Shaheed went put on IR, so he's done for 4 weeks. So it's basically Olave and Kamara. So Sean Payton made his triumphant return against the Saints, and he ran him into the ground. You knew he was going to run up that score as soon as he got one, and he did. That's what he did. So,
yeah, I mean that was we knew that was going to be an ugly game. Obviously, it started off disgusting. It was like 6-0, 9-0. We're like, this is exactly what we fucking thought was going to happen. And honestly, people were applauding Bo Nix. He fucking sucks. I mean, I don't know what the fuck you're watching. They just ran the ball all over them, Zab. I mean, New Orleans used to be the most fearsome run D in the NFL. They're ranked like 30th or some shit now, and they got run down yesterday.
Without Pete Warner in that middle linebacker spot, I talk about all the time. Those teams that are missing their inside, Mike linebacker, Warner, Foyoliokin, it kills them. They can't stop the run after that. Even the Dallas, they're undersized, and they lost Parsons. They've lost a couple middle linebackers. So
I mean, you had 3 guys, including Nix, actually 4, including Audric Estime. You had 4 guys on Denver yesterday get more than 4 carries and average 6 or more yards per carry. I mean, everyone with Bo Nix averaged 7.5. Javonte Williams looked like it was fucking circa 2018, 6.3 yards per carry. McLaughlin 8.8. Audric Estime 6 yards a carry. I mean, it was insane. They were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted with them on the ground. Bo Nix only completed 16 passes for 160 yards and no touchdowns, and had some of the funniest Twitter videos I've ever seen. I mean, Rattler had the worst. Did you see the one where he said, the person who said Bo Nix actually overthrew, and Howie, whenever you're ready, I can bring you up. You good? All right. Who said, let me just put Howie under me in case you got a clip here. Who said Bo Nix is the first quarterback ever to actually successfully overthrow and underthrow a wide receiver on the same play. Did you see the ball just drop between like fucking Sutton and what? I mean, he's fucking AIDS, dude. Bo Nix is garbage.
How have they won their last like 4 games?
Defense.
Yeah, their defense is great. That was without Surtain too. But me and Howie watched Bo Nix all through college. We were not high on Bo Nix coming out. We did not think he was going to translate. He's basically Tebow right now, Howie, in the NFL, minus the leadership. He's basically just Tim Tebow out there, just running up and down the field and making little fucking 5-yard passes when he needs.
I'll tell you what, man. Auburn would like him back.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
They have 17 quarterbacks that can't throw the ball 5 yards.
Yeah, and they like to throw interceptions late in the game. So really the Bronco game, everything went pretty well with it, except we had some monsters. We had a lot on 25+. We gave it out on the show, 25+ rushing for Nix and Rattler. That hit. Someone in the chat, I think, wrote that they hit a plus 300 on that. Hoffman's sleeping at the wheel here, so I'll do it. My Nix Rattler 25 rush each cash plus 300. That's Scotty. So, everything went good, but dude, I needed fucking like 6 yards out of Kamara receiving. I needed like 2 yards out of fucking Foster Moreau for a live bet. I needed fucking like 6 yards out of Juwan Johnson to hit a fucking another bet. Like, I was right there. Rattler can't throw the ball inside the hashes. I've been telling everyone this. Every play is drop back, roll out, 5-yard out. You're never going to do anything.
He had like 6 catches for like 10 yards.
He had like 9 catches for 4 yards. Yeah, it was insane. It was insane. But he cannot throw the ball between the numbers. And then the backup comes in and just dimes between the numbers, walks him right into the end zone against a similar prevent defense to what Rattler was just facing the drive before, where he kept fucking throwing 4-yard outs. So Spencer Rat piss. Hopefully that's the last time we'll ever see him in the NFL, let alone on the Saints. But who knows?
And meanwhile, you have Stidham and Zach Wilson just sitting.
Yeah, you Stidham and Zach Wilson just sitting back there. Just sitting back there.
Hey, Zach Wilson could be the best player in the best quarterback in the NFL if he's a Jet quarterback.
Yeah.
Look at all the ex-Jet quarterbacks. Sammy Darnold, fucking Gino. I mean, if you're a Jet quarterback and you leave and get axed because you're terrible, you end up becoming pretty good somewhere.
All right, you want to hear what it is, Howie? I'll give it to you now if people are watching. Here's the last 6 Jets starting quarterbacks. Chad Pennington, 2007, went 1-7 with the Jets. Went 11-5 and led the league in completion percentage the next year. Favre, 22 picks, 22 interceptions with the Jets. Went 12-4 and was 4th in MVP voting the next year. Yeah. Flacco leaves the Jets, is fucking the best quarterback in the whole NFL. Sam Darnold leaves the Jets, he's the best quarterback in the whole NFL. Geno Smith leaves the Jets, he's a fucking Pro Bowler in Seattle. Ryan Fitzpatrick got chased out of New York in his last season. He averaged 338 yards per game and had 17 touchdowns in 7 starts with Tampa. I mean, get Zach Wilson over to New Orleans. Get him somewhere else. If you're going to bury him behind Bo Nix, move him somewhere.
He'll be an MVP if he plays.
Seriously. I mean, dude, you got to take those stats seriously. That's a lot of really bad quarterbacks that turned really great. So Zach's the next on the list. And we got our Zach Wilson drop in today. So that was very important for us.
Yeah.
Anything else on that game, Zach, before I pivot to Howie, we start talking some college football?
Nope. I'm here to hear what Howie's got to say. So.
All right. Everything. No takeaways, no injuries, no nothing to worry about?
Nah, we'll talk. We talked about the injuries, the main ones. So we'll see what pops up midweek. So.
Okay. All right, cool. So, Howie, let's get into it. This week, we didn't really love the fucking weekday games, right? Kind of shitty slate. I miss Maction in the early in the week.
I smacked the shit last night out of Marshall first quarter.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
I actually put out a video, and it's really bizarre because the video is almost identical to what happened. I took Marshall first quarter, and then I said, if they get up big, and they did, they got up 18-0. The line went to 25.5, so I jumped on Georgia State, and they ended up losing by 2 touchdowns. So we middled the shit out of it.
The
again.
Famous Howie Dewey middle.
Yeah.
Howie Dewey loves the middle.
No one's better in the country.
Whether it's the ladies or the college football bets, Howie Dewey loves a good middle. I only put one bet out last night in college football, Howie, because I literally was looking at it. They didn't put the props up for Braxton, which I was hoping for. They didn't put those up. I just went chalk. I just slammed Marshall, Virginia Tech money lines, smashed, walked through it, walked right to the window, didn't even think about it. Really, we were never in doubt the whole game.
Yeah, we had Virginia Tech too, minus 6.5, and it made me nervous because they went up 21-0. No, they went up 28-0.
And then
all of a sudden I looked and it was 28-21. They scored 3 touchdowns in about 4 minutes.
I got outscored 21-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was wild. But then
Well, as that was going on, Howie, I was watching a fucking Yankee game, which was like an emotional fucking roller coaster going back and forth. So I'm watching Virginia Tech on the side, not even paying attention. We'll talk a little on the way out, Howie. Let's talk a little baseball before you leave. So let's get to college. Yeah, I don't want if that's going to be 10 minutes. So I'm going to leave that alone for right now. So good day in college football yesterday, leading into Friday. Yeah. And today, normally we're looking here going, fucking shitty. We got 4 games today. We got 4 good games today. There's a lot to like today. There's a lot to bet on. I wish they would have spaced these out a little bit. But let's do it, Howie. We got 4 games. We're going to start right at the top with our disagreement probably. And then we're going to get to probably some things we're going to agree on. So you're a traitor, I heard right now, for tonight on the Florida State hate bandwagon.
Well, here's the thing. Look, Florida State's terrible. They're terrible this year. But they did beat California, who's a pretty decent team.
I like Cal. I like
Cal
that.
Cal should have beat Miami. They should have
Cal should have beat them, but they did play them well.
Yeah, so you got Florida State. But here's the thing. Look, this is a weekend, first time in a long time. I looked at about 12 games I like, narrowed it down to like 4. And this is a weekend you can throw metrics right out the window because if you're a coach of Florida State and you're like, guys, listen, we're having a shit year. We suck. We've won 1 game. We're horrible. But I got one thing to tell you guys. We've played Duke 22 times over the 30 years. And guess what, fellas? We've never lost. We've never lost a game to Duke ever. So, I don't care how much you like Duke. How can you bet Duke? How the fuck can you bet Duke when they've never beaten Florida State?
I'm going to show you how.
I don't think so.
Listen, this is 100% a Florida State bet. I agree with Howie on it. That's the right play. 22 straight isn't even really the reason. Just look at the fucking line. This line opened at minus 184. There's 87% of the public on Duke. The line's dropped 40 cents. Yeah. Right? So everyone's on Duke riding our train that we've been on since the beginning. Howie's jumping off for good reason. It's a sharp move to jump off it. I'm just not. In the words of Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street, I'm not leaving. I'm staying right here. Yep. I'm staying right the fuck here. I'm not leaving. I'm going right back to Duke. I'm throwing the numbers out like Howie said. I'm throwing everything out. It probably won't be a max bet because I've made the thing I think, Howie, is I've made $1 billion. So have you on Florida State betting against them this year. I kind of owe it to whoever's playing them.
I've bet Florida State just about every game. I did have a little bit on last week. They covered half point over Clemson. Yeah. But no, I've bet against them. They're terrible. Yeah. But tonight, I mean, all you got to do is look at the strength of schedules. Look who Florida State's played in the first 5-6 games. Look who Duke's played nobody. Yeah. They've played no one.
Oh, I know.
They're not very good. The mental aspect in this is that's all you need. I don't see how this game, Florida State may win this game by 7-10 points. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see Duke winning.
I can't see a scenario where Florida State beats anyone because you mentioned that Cal game. I honestly would say in the last 20 years of watching college football, I've never seen a team deserve a win less than that game. I mean, Cal just did nothing, gave them the game, turned it over. But I do agree with you. The line's saying Howie. The logic says Howie. We'll bang heads on this one, but I think we're going to be on the same side of a lot of these other ones here.
Right now, you're the horn player on the Titanic.
I am the last guy fucking.
The worst.
Let's go. Oregon, Purdue, Howie. I mean, what are we doing here?
I'll tell you something wild. I bet Oregon 2 days ago at minus 27.5. 2 days ago. The line's 30.5.
Yeah, it's flying.
And I'll tell you what, at 30.5, I may turn around and put a little on Purdue. That new quarterback that came in last week is like night and day. Mm-hmm. He made that offense roll a little. I'm not saying Purdue's any good. They're not. But this new quarterback is 10 times better than the guy that they used the first 5 games.
Yeah. I mean, listen, how does it take these teams 5 or 6 games to make these moves, Howie? You only got fucking 12. You can't even lose 2 or 3 in college football. It's not like the NFL where you can lose 7 games and still get in a playoff. Once you lose 2 games and you realize you got the wrong guy at quarterback. Florida State was ranked 8 in the country. They still got the same fucking quarterback playing at 1-5.
I made that video yesterday on Marshall, Georgia State, and I said, I think Georgia State can keep it within 2 touchdowns if they play this kid Gibson. What happens? They go down 18-0. They pull the starter, put Gibbs in. He lights them up.
Yep.
He just lived. They should have won that game.
It's
if he
fucking
starts,
nuts.
Florida State probably wins that game.
It's
No,
fucking nuts.
it blows my mind. It's how, like the kid from Marshall, fucking Stone Earl. I mean, number one, he never should have played football. That kid should have been playing country music since he was fucking 16.
A name like Stone Earl.
Fucking name Stone Earl. And that kid is not worth a shit. He's like a 56% completion rating in college. The other kid, Braxton, was 10 times better.
They finally play Braxton, and they're up fucking 25-7 before you blink.
Yeah.
And then they took their foot off the gas. So, yeah, I agree with you here. So I do like there's a plus money play on this game for those of you who can bet props. Howie, I don't know if you can bet props where you're at, are you?
You can't.
You can't, right?
Not New York.
So some places can, some places can't. If you
Can't
can,
in PA either.
yeah, certain places you can, certain places you can't. Some people got Bovada where you can't. Like you guys all have different books and different locations.
You got to go off sport.
Yeah, you figure it out what you could do. I know we could do it here in Dirty Jers. Jordan James, obviously an absolute fucking stallion and assassin. If fucking Ginty wasn't doing what he was doing, a lot of people would be talking about Jordan James. But I think Jordan James' first touchdown here plus 220 is interesting. That seems like some pretty good odds for the guy who's probably the most likely to score the touchdown for Oregon. Oregon is the most likely to score the first touchdown as a team. We're going to take a little stab at that. First half touchdown for him is minus 220 still, so really not much value. But a little bit of value on plus 220 there. I'll have some props out for the subscribers on this game tonight. Howie, I'm sure you'll have a bunch of shit out for this game also. But let's move to the next one. So Oklahoma State at our boys, the Mormons, the Soakers, BYU, who's been fucking raking in the money for us this year. Is this the game? Is this the trap? Like, what's going on here?
All I know is this. Like I said earlier, throw metrics out the window this weekend. Bottom line is BYU is 6-0 against the spread. How do you bet against BYU? They're playing at home on Friday night.
Mormons.
Yeah, they're Mormons. I mean, they're going to have the water and the orange juice flowing. I just don't see how you bet against BYU.
And the orange juice.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a little cranberry for a couple girls.
Cranberry. Get a little crazy with some sugar.
Yeah. You know, Martha caught yeast Wednesday night with the center of the basketball team, so now she's got to kick it with the cranberry.
All that soaking, left it hanging in there.
Yeah, how do you – BYU has rolled everyone, and they're the lead right now to probably win that Big 12. I mean, in Oklahoma State –
I love them.
They're playing terrible.
Yeah, I love BYU tonight. I'm going to be playing it on the money line. It's very – keep in mind, guys, we got a lot of good games tonight when it's usually a lot of shitty teams playing on these Thursday and Friday games. It's still Friday night, right? We call it Freaky Friday for a reason. A lot of fucking crazy shit, Howie's happened this year on Friday nights. So I don't know if I'm too comfortable laying the 9 here, but I'm definitely very comfortable leading parlays in with BYU on the money line. I got a little parlay I just threw in right now. Jordan James first half touchdown with BYU money line. There's a bunch of plays players. This is more of a lead-in game for me. How are you going to be laying the 9 points in this, or are you just going to be parlaying them?
I have them parlayed in about 5 right now.
Okay, so you're leading them in the all right, yeah, you're doing the same thing I'm doing. All right. So the nice thing about these games tonight, Howie, is we can lead these into tomorrow, and if it goes down, you just rebet it in the fucking morning. So just take them out. Last game of the night's probably the most fun one. Looking at the line movements on these, obviously we have the inverse line movement on Duke. We have BYU, which is getting fucking steamed. I think BYU opened at minus 200. It's up to like minus 360. Everyone and their mother's on BYU. This one's interesting. I think I'm on Nevada here, Howie. Where are you at? I want to hear where you're at on this game because I think I'm leaning Nevada.
This is probably out of the 4 my favorite game. And I'm not even dicking around. I'm just taking Nevada money line.
Mm-hmm.
Nevada 5-2 against the spread. They're playing as well as they have all year right now. They're clicking. Fresno State's not playing that well. No. I mean, they don't have a great defense. Nevada's played good teams. I love Nevada tonight.
All right, good. And we haven't talked, right, Howie? This is our first talk of this week. So
yeah,
I'm glad you're on that. I knew we'd be on the same page on that one. I really like Nevada in this game. And then the line movement is very heavily in our favor on this one. This line opened at minus 6.5 for Fresno State. You got 70% of the public on Fresno State. It's dropped to 3. It's gone down under 3 at some books at plus 2.5. If you look at the money line on this game, Fresno State opened at minus 205. 85% of the public is on the road favorite, and it's dropped to minus 140. You have a 65-cent move down with 85% of the public on it. Road favorite Friday night. Let's go Nevada. So I'm with you. I'm with you on that one too. Kicking off tomorrow, we're obviously on the same side. Army minus 16.5.
Well,
bloodbath.
I'll be leaving here at 8:30 in the morning, headed to Mikey Stadium. I'll be at that game. I got good seats, right in the 50. So I'll be at that game. This is, Army's covered. They're 6-0 against the spread. I'll tell you what. This is the first time this year that I hate this line, 16.5.
I don't. That's weird. Okay, talk to me.
I hope you're right, because I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
I think I could sell you on it pretty easy.
I'm going to bring it down to 14. I'm going to load the piss out of Army. I'm going down to Christopher Street in about an hour, getting on the fucking train to New Jersey, because I got to go over to Jersey City, put the bet in, and then come back.
Yeah.
That's my old stop, Hallie. Yeah. Christopher Street. Let's go.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell a lot of people that.
Only
dude, one night I was coming home from a comedy show, and I swear to Christ, there was this dude. Well, we used to call them trannies, but he was like 6'5".
I still call them trannies on here. You're good.
She was like 6'5", 260, and she literally walked over and was like, "Hey, how's your night going?" I was like, "Holy fuck! I know you got high heels on, but you could probably run me down."
Yeah, imagine when they see me, the 5'3" little white boy.
Dude, they'll just toss you around like a pigskin.
Hoffman running through their legs. They can't get him.
No.
Yeah. So, but last week, guys. So I'm going to sell you on this, Howie. I'm making that you don't need the 14 points. All right.
I hope you're right.
And listen, me and Howie, Army all year, all in. You guys have seen my videos. You've seen Howie's videos. Howie was talking about him in like fucking July.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is just slay. Hoffman, last week, this is what we did with Army. Army in a teaser. Army minus 26.5 max bet. Daily and Ginty max bet. Daily first touchdown plus 200. Army third drive touchdown. Fourth drive touchdown. Fifth drive touchdown. Took the sixth off. Seventh drive touchdown. And Army minus 6.5 third quarter. We won 30 units.
You didn't need to bet anything. If you were here for that,
you didn't need to touch anything else.
You won
18-5 in college football and about 10
You're done by 3 o'clock. And
we're done. Put it down. The only reason we didn't win the 8th drive is because they pulled the fucking quarterback on us before the 8th drive. So, Howie, East Carolina lost to Charlotte 55-24 and gave up 311 yards on the ground and 6 touchdowns last game. That's to Charlotte, who currently, after that 311-6 rushing game, still only ranks 76th out of 132 in the country rushing.
And who plays Charlotte? Who plays Charlotte tomorrow?
And we got Navy coming up against Charlotte. So Army is number 1 in the country in rush play percentage, number 2 in rush yards per game, number 1 in rushes per game, and number 1 in overall rushing. They are going to if Charlotte could go for 311-6 on the ground, Daly may go for 450-9. So I think Army is just going to do what they want. I don't see any way of them staying in it.
They'll probably win by 30.
I don't see any way. You come on. Yeah, you're in.
Howie's feeling it now.
Listen, Indiana beat them 55-20 or some shit. And Indiana's great. We love Indiana, but that's a favorable comp to Army. So
I mean,
I think they should
win by 30. And, this is the best defense Army's had in 30 years. So
this is going to be a bloodbath.
Just bump it up to minus 23.5.
Bump it up. You've got to bump it up. And don't you bump it up.
Grab our dicks and fucking
grab
I'll bump it up to 27.5 then.
There we go. We're going all the way to 30.
Come on, Howie. Keep going, Howie. Let's go.
All right. Also,
Hype it up, Howie.
I had 8 props for you guys on the Army game last week. I got 5 for this game. Got to sign up for that. But you don't need to pay anything. It's free. So click the link in my bio. Howie, I'll let you lead Navy.
I mean, come on. With a week off to prepare?
It's over.
That score's going to be 51-7.
It's over.
Yeah, I would not want to be poor Charlotte, man. And Charlotte doesn't give a shit anyways. What's his name's coaching him? He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Imagine giving an armed service team a week to prepare for Charlotte.
No, yeah, they got a week to prepare. So you know what you might want to look there is Navy first quarter.
Yeah, I think Navy every quarter.
Yeah, I do.
With the spread. With the spread.
Yeah.
Do you realize I'm not shitting you. I've hit 6 good parlays every Saturday. All I do is just take Army Navy. Straight up.
Howie, I've been telling Bill, I've been telling the subs, I've been telling Hoffman. You don't need to bet anything else.
No, you really don't.
Bet them per drive.
Yeah.
Like, just go. Last week, Hoffman, 7 in a row. 7 in a row. And the one that the only one they didn't, they got the ball with 45 seconds left in the half, and they're a run first team, so we didn't bet it in the 6th drive. It's literally every single drive they get the ball, they score. They're that good. So, listen, we've been saying they're top 5 teams in the country. Not top 10. They're finally ranked, Howie. It took them this long to put them 23 and 25. They are the number 4 and number 5 best teams in the country, in my opinion. And we will see that with Notre Dame coming up.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm pumped to be there tomorrow, man. I can't wait.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be a good time. So, yes, loading Navy, loading Horvath. What else you like this weekend, Dewey?
You know, I hate this team, but I'm going to bet them tomorrow. You got Rutgers minus 4.5 at home.
I'm done. I'm banned.
I don't like them.
I was hoping you wouldn't say their name today, and you did it.
But
you're the last guy to Titanic on this one.
No, I've seen UCLA. UCLA's the worst. They're so bad. UCLA is terrible. So I see UCLA throwing 3-4 interceptions. This game's probably going to go under. I can see 17-10 Rutgers.
I can see that.
Winning this game.
Listen, I liked Rutgers. Rutgers bit me twice this year, and I'm done. I'm checked out. I can't. Listen, more power to you. I just can't.
I'll tell you a game that right now that I know we're on opposite ends, but you got Nebraska played at Indiana. Mm-hmm. Indiana's minus 6.5. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you talk about it. You can say anything you want. I got friends of mine who are like, Indiana's the best goddamn team they've had in 30. They've played no one. No one. I mean, I'm looking at this schedule. They beat Florida International. They beat, I don't even know who the hell WU is. That's like a Division II school. They beat UCLA. They beat Charlotte. They beat Maryland. They beat Northwestern. These teams are piss poor, man. And tomorrow, they got to play Nebraska. Nebraska, at least they've played Colorado. They played Illinois. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man. I think it could be a close game.
Listen,
I kind of like that too, because Indiana's coach is like all over the place now, and no one knew who he was like 2 weeks ago, and now he's on McAfee. And,
but dude, listen,
there's a lot
if you watched him on McAfee, that man is a dog.
He is, but there's a lot of.
I want to go play for him. He's like, 1 hour, 15-minute practices, get your shit done, get the fuck out of here. Like, it's like, I don't, like, he is old school Howie. Like, I wanted to put a helmet on watching him. I am on the other side of this one. I just think this Indiana team's better. Like it's basically, you're getting a lot of people who are overhyping Indiana and underhyping Indiana. And I think they're right where they are. I don't think they're a top 5 team in the country. But I do think they're a top 10, 12, 15. I think they're a fringe college football playoff team. And there's some people who are just like, this team fucking sucks and they haven't played anyone, which isn't far off from the truth. They haven't played anyone. They mauled the shit out of all the teams they did play. You know, they beat fucking Charlotte 52-14. They beat UCLA 42-13. So at least they're killing them. And then there's other people that say this is the new, Big Ten leader going forward. And I don't believe that either. You got to beat someone before you do that.
Yeah, they play Ohio State, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see on that. I think they beat Michigan. I think the Ohio State game's good. Honestly, that Nebraska loss to Illinois, Howie, doesn't look as bad now that Illinois has been playing a lot better and looks good. It's going to depend on what fucking Nebraska could put up. I really love this quarterback. I really love the team, but they seem to be struggling to put the ball in the fucking end zone lately. So I'm going to go with Indiana here in parlays. You can parlay Indiana, Army, and Navy and get that pretty much even money. You could do Indiana in a game tonight. You could do Indiana, BYU. I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to have a lot of Indiana, so we'll be head-to-head on that. Give me another one.
I mean, you got Virginia playing at Clemson. Virginia's all beat up. Clemson's playing good. I mean,
they look really good.
I think they'll run the table from here, and they'll be a 9 or a 10 seed in that playoffs. But they're minus 21, and I mean, I can see them winning by 30, 35. Virginia's 4-1 against the spread, but again, Virginia hasn't beaten anyone. I mean, they beat Maryland. Actually, they lost to Maryland. They haven't beaten anyone. They beat Boston.
Virginia sucks.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah,
So I think Clemson beats the shit out of them.
Clemson's a wagon. I'm sure Howie will be having that in some parlays, some teasers, and betting that straight.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave. I know you got a couple other favorite bets that you love. I got a couple other favorites that I love. There's two games that are obviously the featured games of the weekend. We'll just touch on those right now. Texas, Georgia. Texas laying 4.5 in this one.
I'll be honest. I don't like Georgia this year. I've watched them every single game. It's not your normal Georgia team. This quarterback, Carson Beck, is not half as good as I thought he would be.
Nope.
He looks like he's been fucking around.
He looks like he's been taking money some of these games.
I'm talking, yeah. He doesn't look good. And this defense isn't your normal Georgia defense. They're weak and in the backfield. It's just, I think Texas probably wins by a touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, I like Texas in this spot. And then the other one, which isn't as highly hyped, Alabama, Tennessee. You're looking at two teams that after beating Georgia, Alabama would have swore on their mother that they were coming in here undefeated, right? And after Tennessee beating Oklahoma in Oklahoma, we were lining up for two undefeated teams. We were lining up for Texas, Georgia, and Alabama. Both these teams caught an L and looked really bad doing it.
This
game is one I have no fucking idea about. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I got something for the Alabama game.
Right.
You look at the very last game. Tennessee barely beat Florida in overtime, and Alabama last week. I watched that game. They looked terrible against South Carolina.
Horrible.
They could have lost.
Both these teams lost a game and then should have lost the next one.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I would take Tennessee at home because Tennessee tends to play well at night at home, kind of like an LSU situation, and they've had success against Alabama. So I like Tennessee. I think they win.
Hoff, what do you like?
I like Milroe's longest pass. He's the best deep ball thrower in college football. He takes shots like 3 to 4 times a game. I think it's 39.5. I think he'll get that probably in the first half.
I like that. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll find my way onto a side on this game, no matter what.
Yeah. It's. I may not even touch this game.
Yeah. It's a weird one, but all right. Howie, do anything else for let you go, brother? Are you gonna be live streaming from the fucking from the game?
I will. I want
some Howie Dewey videos.
I'm gonna have to, man. I'm gonna put some stuff out. I was at Georgia Southern when that head coach was down there, Jeff Monken. So. It'll be interesting. I can't wait to go see a game, man. It's this is the year for Army. This is their year.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely going to be heading out to one of those Notre Dame games for Army.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Notre Dame, Navy, or Notre Dame. I'll definitely go to Yankee Stadium for the Army one. Probably Navy at the.
I'm planning on going both of those. So me and you will go to both those.
Definitely.
All right, Dewey. Get back to what you're
Pete.
doing, brother. Appreciate it. Later, bro. All right. That is your college football rundown. Oh, Howie. Let me get him out of there. Who knows, dude? You're gonna never know. Hold on, I keep adding him. You keep taking away. You never know what Howie did. He can just start fucking jerking off. And
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's always scary. So, what'd you think? Anything else on college football there, Hoff?
No, that's about it.
All right. Great weekend for college football, guys. Get signed up. Listen, it's free, as you can see. Hold on, Zab, do it for me. Do it now. You fucking retard.
I'll get it one day.
Click the link in my bio on Twitter. If you guys are watching on Twitter, go click the link in my bio. Get 3 free days of bets. I don't know why you wouldn't. Go fucking sign up for it right now. If you like it, stay. If you don't, you can fucking take the 3 days and run. You don't get to pay anything. It's fine. You don't get charged for 3 or 4 days. So go in there, get the 3 free days. Tons of activity. Let's talk some baseball here real quick. We got the Mets game coming up, Hoffman. What do you think? I fucking loved the mollywop yesterday. We had the fucking Kike Hernandez hits, runs, and RBIs. We had Ohtani to hit a fucking Yahtzee bomb, and he did.
Yeah, he should have stole like 800 times.
Should have stole a base multiple times. We would hit.
I was like sitting there, I'm like screaming, "Don't swing, Mookie! Let him steal." Mookie's just launching balls into the stands.
Dude, Mookie's like, keep the ball in the yard. Let the motherfucker steal a base. God damn it. But yeah, yesterday we had a great day. If the Yankees would have fucking won, it would have been a fucking skull fucking. Yeah. I had the Dodgers as a max bet. Had the Yankees as a max bet, which looks great. We should have hedged. Had Stanton or Judge to homer plus 160. That hit. We had Ohtani home run and stolen base. He hit the homer fucking right out the gate, and then we fucking didn't get the stolen base. Kike Hernandez 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. on all of it outside of the Yankee win. Does he do it again today, Huff?
Probably.
Right? I mean, probably.
I mean, I do agree with Bill though. Like, it's the cold weather definitely fucks the
It's
Mets.
not cold right now, though.
No.
It's
That's
not.
the
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. Like, today is different. So
Yeah,
like,
today it's 67 right now. You're probably looking at, let me see by game.
like if it was like yesterday, the Dodgers win. But now it's
The thing I want to do is I want to hit the over because the Mets should hit and the Dodgers are just raking in the snow over there
And
versus the Mets.
the Mets are also talking about bringing Senga into this game. So
Oh,
like,
wow, that's
I
game
mean,
over. That
if he
happens.
comes in, we got.
I
it.
love how the Mets are using Senga like he's fucking like Skeens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
What
bringing
the
him in.
fucking Senga's the worst kind of team.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm betting one way, I'm sorry to Bill, but I'm going Dodgers,
Yeah.
Yankees parlay. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't see. I mean, listen, Peterson's gone what? 3 innings at most this whole postseason? Let me pull this up. He's gone.
wonder what.
Yeah, he went 1 inning, 3 innings, 2 1/3, 2 1/3. His max is 50 pitches. So we're going to be looking at fucking Mets bullpen. Obviously, this is their, second game or third game in a row? I don't know which one it is, but we're looking at the Mets bullpen. We're looking at warm weather. We're looking at a Dodger team that just threw up fucking 17 goddamn runs in the last fucking 2 games? What'd they have? Mets, 18 runs in the last 2 games. Yeah, so they played on the 16th, the 17th, and now we're on the 18th. So we're looking at a bullpen day potentially against a team elimination game where you're going to be pulling pitchers early against a team that just dropped 18 on you in the last 2 days, and it's the third game in 3 days. So I love the over on this game. The problem is I'm a little worried about Flaherty, right? Like,
Yeah.
I could totally see Flaherty coming out here and just fucking dealing, right? Like he did. What was that, the first game when he fucking
Game
shut
one.
him out?
Yeah.
Shut him out on 2 hits.
Yeah.
So maybe we go Dodgers team total here, and then we don't worry about the side.
That's
What about under on Peterson strikeouts 3.5?
Is it 3.5?
It's 3.5.
He may be out of there in the first inning if he struggles.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not basically. This is the series. It's
Yeah.
over. So you're gonna be pulling people to fucking. If he walks 2 guys, he's out of the game.
Yep.
I like
That's what I
that.
was thinking.
What did he have in his last 2? I'll pull this up here.
Yeah, I like that too, actually.
Yeah, I like that for sure. Sloan Peterson. Let's go to the Mets. I clicked the wrong fucking tab. My bad. All right. So, yeah, I mean, how do we not hit this? You have to, right?
You have to. Even if it
Right.
loses, it's still the right bet.
Yeah. I mean, he struck out 5 and 2 1/3 last time he faced him, but he gave up 4 hits, a walk. He's not even gonna be in there long enough. You give up 4 hits in 2 innings, you're gone.
Well, that's what my thought was. If he gives up a couple hits in the first inning, he's done.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, he could be out by the 4th batter, realistically.
Exactly.
This is an elimination game. So, yeah, I don't hate that. I like that. Flaherty, on the other hand, has the opposite scenario, right? Like, they should let him go. If you see Flaherty again, it's not going to be till Game 7 in limited fashion. So, I don't mind any Flaherty props there, but I'm probably going to go Dodgers team total. I think this is my favorite one. We're going to go right back to Ohtani, home run and stolen base. Going to do it again. Obviously, it's not ideal with a left-handed pitcher on the mound for the stolen base side of it, but we don't think Peterson's going to be on the mound very long. Kike Hernandez, I mean, how we not? I mean, I keep going in this fucking guy. Guy's got 14 career postseason home runs.
He's amazing in the playoffs.
Fucking assassin. This dude's been an assassin forever. And guess what? Kike was known for being a fucking lefty masher. That's how he came into the league. So we got Kike plus 800 to hit a home run today. The play I really like for him is his hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm going to smash this again because it's plus money, I believe, again.
Yeah.
Kike Hernandez plus 115 hits, runs, and RBIs. Kill that.
Yeah, that's
Kill that. Like, kill that for Peterson. Like, this is the guy I probably trust more than anyone in the whole fucking lineup when he steps up to the plate. So let me just see if there's any history here. Kike Hernandez, 4 for 7. So he's batting 571 off Peterson, too. Yeah, kill that. Small sample size. Smash that. Anything else on this game, boys?
No,
not that
I just
good.
like that strikeout prop.
All right, cool. Let's move over to the next game, the Yankee game tonight. I mean, if you guys watched that fucking game yesterday, it was one of the best games for a regular fan, one of the worst games for a Yankee fan, one of the worst games for an Indian fan for a minute there, too. But Big Christmas fucking came out and just fucking went Yahtzee bomb fucking out of nowhere at the end of that game. This dude's was 1 for 18 or something heading into that.
Yeah,
at-bat.
Luke
He's
Weaver literally he's literally the real life Pedro Serrano. Like,
yeah, it had for bat to keep that wall.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, that was even as a Yankee fan, I watched that and went, "That was awesome." Like,
I was at the bar and I looked at my buddy. I looked at my buddy and I was like, "Yo, if he's either going to strike out or hit one 700 feet."
I mean, dude, I literally fucking.
Oh, look at this.
Even as I got him. I'll bring it up.
Hey, Hoffman.
I'll let him get set up. Let him get situated. What's up?
Look at the chat. Peterson under 11.5 outs, minus 125. That might even be better than the strikeout.
I think that is better than the strikeouts because if he goes 12 outs, that means he's probably going to get the 4 strikeouts. That is way better.
Great call, Ray.
Yeah, that is better because if he goes 4, he's going to get 4 Ks. Yeah, do that. That's his line. 11.5. Where the fuck is that?
Let me get on DraftKings.
How the fuck is he 11.5? He hasn't gone fucking 11.5 the whole playoffs. He's going to go now in an elimination game down 3-1 against the Doyers?
Yeah, outs recorded 11.5 under minus 125 on DraftKings.
How? Yep. That's fucking.
That's the bet.
That fucking thing.
I was going to say, where is it? Right now.
It's under pitcher on DraftKings. DraftKings.
This chat's going to drive that fucking line down real fast. So get that fucking in. Great call, Gamer. That's a good one. We are grateful for you, Gamer.
We are.
God, if you would have asked me what that number was, I thought it would be like fucking 7.5. I wouldn't have guessed fucking 11. That's berserk. So, all right, good call there. Yankee game here. Hoff. Oh, I'm starting to glitch a little bit. Let's see if that keeps up. Yankee.
Gavin Williams sucks. The Yankees should win today. They should have won last night. I mean, you give Cleveland credit for winning last night, but
you got it.
It's an anomaly win, and the Yankees
got to give Clay Holmes credit for staying consistent and fucking blowing every big game. Big job, big thing.
Can't really hate on Weaver. He's been good. Whatever.
No, Weaver did his job. I mean, he came in, he fucking one bad pitch. The pitch to fucking who was it, Lance Thomas? The pitch that hit off the top of the wall. That's the right move there. 3-2 count, meaningless run. Just lay it over. Don't walk him. Don't give him a free base. So I had no problem with that double. Obviously, just
it almost looked like when Thomas hit that. It almost looked like when they showed Weaver's reaction. It almost looked like he wanted it to be a home run.
No, what he did was what he did was he did what you're supposed to do. You do not walk that guy in a 2-run game.
No.
So he threw it right over the plate. Hope he hits it hard at someone. If he hits it over the fence, who gives a shit? You're going to get the next batter. Just don't give him a free pass. So I had no problem with that. And honestly, the pitch he threw to fucking Big Christmas was the first one he's hung all playoffs.
Yeah.
Literally. He just hung a change up to the wrong guy. He swings at everything down and away. He was trying to get the ball in the dirt and just left it up. Then it just fucking sent out. Yeah. So I do have a problem with Clay Holmes, though, because Clay Holmes had that out at third easily. And everyone's like, it didn't matter, Tommy. 100% it mattered because Clay Holmes was afraid to throw his slider in the dirt because he was afraid of the pass ball. You go get that out at third instead of first. He's breaking off a slider there in the dirt like he's been doing all playoffs. He's scared to throw his slider in those spots all the time. All season it's been a problem. And he fucking hangs his pitches. So I like the Yankees again today. Stanton's been my guy all playoffs. I fucking literally was trying to live bet Stanton homer after Judge. I knew Stanton was going right back to back with him. We're going right back to back with Giancarlo Stanton.
Judge is here too. He's here.
Hopefully Judge is back now. So,
no, he is.
Yeah,
it started before he hit the home run, the first home run. He was like ripping balls like at guys, and I was like, it's coming.
Yeah, he's come back around.
He's going to hit another home run today.
We have to look into something though. I think Judge has a problem in the cold. He started every single season for the last 3 years off terribly in April. And then it gets hot when the weather warms up, and he's had terrible Octobers every year for the last 3 years. So that might be a warm weather, cold weather thing. Just happy to see him.
Makes sense, too, because he's fucking massive.
Yeah, and he just barely got one out yesterday, but he muscled it out. So on the Yankees tonight. Let's move over to NFL. Let's see if Constantino's ready. Constantino's there. We're looking up his nose.
All over the place.
Bring Constantino in to talk some NFL when we're not looking at his nasal hairs. What's he doing down there?
See how quick he was there? The quick.
There we go. Oh, no, Mike, just put you on. I ain't going to take you off.
I'm mid gin hands right
I
now.
am dumb. Oh, nice. All right, you keep playing gin. I'll bring you on. We're ready for UFC.
No, I'm ready. I was waiting for you.
No, we're about to do NFL. So if you want to do NFL or not, I could wait. I could do some NFL and bring you back on.
Start it, and then as soon as I go gin here.
You've been playing a lot of cards lately, Mike.
Mike loves gin.
We're
gonna yell out what you have. We're gonna yell out what you have. All right, you play your card hand. We'll talk some NFL, and then you jump in with you. All right, so let's go to it, Zab. What are we looking at for this weekend in the NFL?
Let's start it off with a couple injuries. Outs. We got Spears, Taylor, and Ford are all out. A couple guys that are questionable: Deontay Johnson, Devon Achane, Ramondre Stevenson, Cooper Kupp, Hawkinson, Goddard, and Brian Robinson are all questionable to play.
Mm-hmm.
I expect most of those guys to play. Cooper Kupp would be the one iffy on. So Aaron Jones is in. Nick Chubb, I'm sure we'll speak on, is in. Richardson is supposed to start this weekend. Flacco's back to the bench. Devin Singletary, but Tyron Tracy's still supposed to get most of the run. May and Neighbors is in. Marvin Harrison Jr. still kind of questionable with that concussion, but he plays Monday night. So you can come back Monday and I'll give you an update on that one. So.
All right, cool. So let's go through it here. We'll let Mike play a little cards first, then we'll bring him back in here.
Yep.
Mike here early. Got to give Mike credit. He was here early. Mike's never here early. Mike was here early. Oh, he doesn't know we can't hear him. Hold on. You're back, Mike. We took you off stage so you can play.
I said he told me to come at 150. Bill, you're in.
All right, cool. I'm going to let you go play Jen. All right. So we'll be back with Constantino in a minute to give some NFL and some UFC plays. So let's start it off. What are our favorite plays of the weekend, boys? We got the early game Sunday, 9:30 in the morning. Obviously not going to give you guys all the NFL plays, but we'll give you a couple. We got the early shitty game, Patriots in Jacksonville's hometown. What are we doing there at 9:30 in the morning?
I think there's some sneaky potential for some good bets. Jags defense sucks. They play a lot of man coverage. Demario Douglas is great against man coverage.
Yes.
Even Drake May has came out and said anytime he's in man coverage, I'm going to him. So I expect Demario Douglas to hit his prop, put it out at 47.5, 48.5, somewhere in that range.
46.5, yeah.
46.5, somewhere. Yeah, I was close.
Yeah.
But definitely going to Demario Douglas. I love Drake May rushing. We watched Caleb Williams run all over this team last week. Let's go right back to it. Drake May over 25.5 rushing yards. So there's Mike.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic about Demario Douglas this week.
Yeah,
I absolutely fucking love him. Traded for him in a couple fantasy leagues. The quotes that he made when he came out and Drake May said, if he's man-to-man, I'm just throwing the ball up to him. And now you're talking about a team that plays almost exclusively man. Who I'm not going to this week is Jalen fucking Polk, who will probably go for 90 yards.
Probably,
So just expect that fucking Jalen Polk. I don't know what the fuck.
Do you know what happened or no? Was he hurt or was he punished?
No, he played 100% of the snaps the week before, came in, got the first target of the game, then had another 14-yard pass in a big spot on a big third down, right in his fucking hands, dropped it, killed the drive, sat the rest of the half. So they benched him. They didn't even bring him back out. And then in the second half, he was just running clear routes when he played.
Didn't because I had him in a lot of DFS as my spend down.
Dude, we had him all over the place. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, the guy literally, the announcers were saying the game before, has the best hands on the team. Yeah. So you're taking a rookie who you know has amazing hands, one drop, you're going to fucking start sitting. I guess that's how much they wanted Drake May to succeed, right? Like he fucked that drive bad with that drop, but you can't bench the kid because of one fucking drop. But and then the second half he was just invisible. So, but yeah, he'll go for 120 yards this week or so.
Probably.
But I like this game. Obviously, Evan Ingram back, so I'm down on pretty much every other receiver on Jacksonville with Evan Ingram, his main target. We'll have some quarter props on this one. Me and Zab will be getting together. We're going to be slaying this game. Same matchup, same team in Jacksonville in the morning. We were slaying the quarter props, so we'll be killing that. Mikey, anything that jumps off the page of you? I know you're going to be on the roundtable with us tonight at 7 o'clock, so don't give it all away, but is there anything that you're looking at right now that you're interested in?
Yeah, I think that this is a great spot this week from a betting standpoint and then even DFS for the Bengals. Got a little momentum with a win. Now you have a downtrodden Browns team as it was, but now with Cooper getting traded, I mean, there's got to be more turmoil and pressure and everything on Stefanski and Deshaun Watson. Now you have a division rival coming to town who desperately still needs to win, even after getting that win last week, but they have a plus matchup in the passing game, with Chase and Higgins versus that secondary, and with the spot in the division. I just think it's an opportune time for Cincy to really put their foot on the gas and have like a 35-10 type of blowout game here.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to maul them. I'm with you on this, Mike. I think dude, Cleveland sucks. And this is the perfect time for fucking the Bengals to be coming out and just fucking mollywop them. Nick Chubb's going to be back, probably going to be on a snap count, right, Zab?
Yeah, he's most likely going to be on a snap count.
I saw him squatting like 900 pounds, which blows me away.
So no, he's healthy. He looks healthy.
The problem is they don't have Ford. I mean, Ford's out, so he's going to get an extended run, I think. And if he looks good early on, I think he just continues to get fed. I don't think he's going to see a 20-25 rushing game. But I think he's going to get 15 to 20. I wouldn't be shocked, especially if he comes out and he looks good initially. So they don't have anybody else.
Do you know what his prop is?
No, I was going to ask.
Have you guys seen Chubb's prop? 37.5.
27?
37.5.
Oh, jeez, yeah. I'll be on that.
How is that so low?
I'll be on Nick Chubb touchdown. I think they're trying to
how is that so low? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because Nick Chubb wrote a letter to the fucking fans of Cleveland. That was one of the biggest things that factored in for me, apologizing for missing all this time over the last 2 years, saying he's in better shape than he's ever been, saying he owes the fans. I mean, this stadium's going to be rocking. They just lost Cooper, and now he's coming up and stepping up for the franchise at a time when they're at their lowest with Deshaun Watson. This guy's going to be coming out there for blood. So
he could get that in 2 carries.
I mean, I'm going to love first quarter props. If his prop is 37.5, let me see what his first quarter rushing is. Well,
while you're looking at that, I just want to add, I mean, I don't think that Jerome Ford leaving was a bad thing, because when Pierre Strong came in, he added more explosiveness to the offense, and he actually looked way better than Ford has. And I've been playing a lot of Ford this year in DFS, so I've been watching a lot of Browns games, but Pierre Strong ran hard. So even this week at like 4,800 in DFS, Strong's not a bad play if Ford's out of the way and Chubb's on a limited count.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm just shocked.
He looked good. He looked explosive.
Mike, aren't you shocked at I think FanDuel's the only one that even has the fucking prop out. I don't even see it on DraftKings. It may be a mistake. It seems like 15, 20 yards too low.
I think they're thinking he's going to be on a snap count, kind of like what we talked about.
Who cares?
I mean, he could get that in 3 rushes.
Gives a fuck. Dude, whenever they fucking talk about the snap count shit, fuck, that team's dead. They're not fucking playing for anything. This guy hasn't played in fucking years. You think he's going to let them pull him off the field? Yeah, he's 37.5 on FanDuel. He's 40.5 on MGM. He's not even listed on DraftKings. This thing's going to be 47.5 by Sunday. Get in on this right now. 37.5 for Nick Chubb. And throw a little ladder in. We've seen it happen a million times, Zap. Guy gets on the field. He's on a snap count. He gets rolling, and it's just fucking keep me going.
Yeah, he's telling him, don't take me off the field.
Yeah, I mean, he's the type of guy who could fucking pull that off, too. And this team is desperate right now, especially if that game's close. What else you got, Zap? Give me another play left.
I'll go back to that London game. Well, a line I think is too low is Evan Ingram. He came out and had 10 catches in his first game back. New England's beatable against the tight end, and then you're going to put his receiving his receiving catches at 4.5.
Yeah.
And then I think his yardage was, I wrote down 46.5.
8.5 first quarter, too. I like that.
Yeah. I think one of the first plays of the game, he went to Ingram on, I think, a 10 or 15 yard catch.
Yeah.
So because I remember Bill saying,
right out the gate. Out the gate. Yeah.
It was right out. It might have been the first play. So yeah, I'm going right back to Ingram. I think he's the number 1 target for Trevor Lawrence. I love it. There's a lot to love this weekend. There's a lot of wide receivers in great spots. I'm not going to give them. You got to tune in tonight, and you got to check out my article.
Me and Zab are going to slaughter this thing. Yeah, and make sure to follow Zab on Twitter at Zab910. He's been putting his thread out with first quarter plays, giving a couple for free. Let me give you a couple stats on the first quarter just to tell you guys what we've been working on over here. Here's some stats on Jacksonville that we're working on for this week. Jacksonville has allowed the most passing yards in the first quarter of any team in the NFL, 100 yards more than any other team. Jacksonville's the 4th worst passing team in the first quarter. Now, keep in mind, this was without Ingram, so that might weight it a little bit. A couple players over there. ATN has really struggled in the first quarter. 13 for 31 in the first quarter. Had a little bit of action. But I don't think he had a positive carry last week, right? In the first quarter, right? So we've been looking at ATN unders in the first quarter. On the other side of that, Tank Bigsby, over 8.5 last week. I'm sure it's around the same this week. Is the 2nd best running back in the first quarter in the entire NFL, averaging 21.6 yards in the first quarter alone, 7.22 yards per carry, second to Bucky Irving, who you probably wouldn't have thought was number 1. So obviously a lot of people see ATN start the game. Bigsby the second ATN gets those couple carries. But ATN actually does usually have a catch or get a target right out the gate in the first drive. Happened again last week, right? So ATN reception early on. So there's a bunch of ways that we could play this. We'll be talking about a little more. Follow Zab, follow myself, and get signed up. Bottom of the screen. Oh, Hold on. It's not there. There we go. There it is. Zab, do it. All right, it was a little less retarded. Still terrible.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, still horrible. Hoff,
Week
what do you like?
17, I'll get it right.
Yeah, you'll be good by the end of the season.
Yeah.
What do you like, Hoff?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
49ers are they're a mess without CMC.
And he's not.
I
playing
think
this year.
Shanahan's overrated. I rewatched the Super Bowl from last year. Spags' defensive strategy versus the 49ers is like they don't know how to stop them. They're going to beat them.
Yeah,
I'm never taking Mahomes. I'm never going against Mahomes as an underdog. Like,
no, I know. I mean, listen, I hate the San Francisco team without CMC. You guys know that more than anyone. But I think this is just we're going fucking Kelsey all day, right? Like, how many times does Kelsey have to beat up the fucking Niners until we do it? We know George Kittle really didn't show up too much, but he was hurt, right? Last year in the Super Bowl. Wasn't he banged up during that game? But I really love Kelsey props. Mike coming in at the perfect time as we're talking about Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Love Kelce props this week. I think Kelce nukes. I think we're looking at 8 for 100 and a touchdown. Does he finally get in the box?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
I agree.
This is the time.
So, yeah. I mean, he's got to, right?
Yeah, I think he's going to start playing more in that Rashee Rice role.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just going to – I think this is a game
Well, now Worthy's clearing for him the way he was clearing for Rice.
Yes.
Right?
And Juju's just be splitting out wide as kind of that safety blanket that Kelsey typically was, running into the middle. So I think this is one of those games that Kelsey goes for 8, 160, maybe 2 scores. And
something retarded,
then all the
right?
people that said he's washed have to say, oh, they
He
were
might
right.
string together. Like,
You're pointing at me.
together like multiple
No, was I? I
touchdowns.
thought I was pointing at Mike.
Mike's on.
I mean, I'd rather watch Jackson Mahomes TikTok videos than cheer for Travis Kelce. So you're both, on the opposite.
As
I
long as
think
they pay me.
Kelsey's about to like reel off like multiple
remember
games
double
where he has
digit
2 touchdowns. Like he's gonna have 10 touchdowns this year. Like they're
And
coming.
this is
I
a
don't know if
tight
he's
end
gonna have
game.
10. I don't know if he's gonna have 10, but
Well,
I think
I
he's
mean,
gonna have a
listen,
bunch.
he's gonna have at least 6.
Yeah,
So,
he's gonna. I
like-
think he goes off the rest of the way.
Imagine a world when you're cheering for Travis Kelce.
I've been doing it for 15 years. I ain't letting that fucking tranny fucking stop me with a fucking wig on. That billionaire with a wig that he's dating.
I will give you the first quarter lock of the year, though.
Oh, lock of the year! Wow.
Lock of the year. I mean, you can go to sleep on it. You could back up the truck. You could just bet as much as you want to bet on it, and it's guaranteed to cash unless the team doesn't possess the ball. I mean, the only thing I could think of is how this doesn't cash is if the team doesn't possess the ball in the first quarter, which is impossible, really.
What is it?
This?
No,
I'm gonna.
Now you got to say it.
Of course, I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna release it on here for free because it's that much of a no-brainer. The line's not out yet.
I mean, you
But it
built it up enough. Can we say it?
I was on my way. The line's not out yet, but you could predict what it is if you've been betting first quarter lines. But there's 0 chance that Devontae Adams doesn't go over his yards in the first quarter because Aaron Rodgers is going to throw a back shoulder pass down the timeline. It's their staple route, and he tried it with every receiver on the Jets. and they're just going to line him up. And at some point in the first quarter, first drive, first pass, he's going to get a back shoulder throw, and it's going to be greater than 10 yards. I mean, it's not going to be a 2-yard back shoulder throw. Call it 15, 18, 22, 24. It's going to go far over the 8.5 or 13.5 that they'll set the line at. So,
you're going to
over yards first quarter.
Well, you were on the same page as me because this morning I did the Thunderdome with High Slop. Hoff, you saw it. My lock of the day was in that same realm, Mike. Devontae Adams to score a touchdown plus 150. And I said, Mike, what you just said is literally, Hoffman's nodding because it was verbatim. He is going to be pegging Devontae Adams back shoulder all day. That is what Rodgers has been missing. He's been trying to do it with other receivers. If you watch Aaron Rodgers, every pass to Lazard is fucking back shoulder. He lives on the back shoulder. Devontae Adams is going to definitely, I agree with that, catch a pass on the first drive, first quarter over, get in the box.
Rodgers' longest completion is in play here.
Everything is in play for Devontae Adams, including the touchdown, the game yardage, game props, whatnot. Yeah. But if I had to isolate to one, I just think that they're going to just try to get it out of the way fast, build the rapport fast, call it whatever you want. But it's going to happen, right? Like, he's not going to not see the ball. They're going to take the most safest route. He's on a limited playbook, same coordinator, same system. They're going to say, go run the XZ back, whatever it is. And he's going to put a ball on his back shoulder, and he's going to zip it in there. And it's going to get done. I mean, there's
I like
it. I like it.
I like it. So I will tell you this. We skipped over possibly the best play in the Chiefs game, and that is Patrick Mahomes rushing. Last year, if you remember in the Super Bowl, 9 carries for 70 yards, I think he had against the Niners.
That was what I was going to say next, yeah.
Mahomes and Burrow are both guys that run in big games, right? They try to save it when they don't have to. They'll dance around the pocket, but when the big games come on, I mean, you saw Hoffman, I was saying it on voice chat last week as Joe Burrow broke a 60-yard touchdown run. Remember that? I was literally saying it on the voice. Burrow's going to run wild.
I literally cut you off when he started running. I was like, you just said
he's doing it right now because I was high as shit. Yeah, for the subscribers. But, Mahomes 19.5. That's way too low. I think Purdy's is too low, too. I like both those guys. I think we got a little Bo Nix, Rattler type situation here, 25+ on both the quarterbacks rushing this week. Mike, give me one more, and Zab, give me one more, and then we'll move over to UFC.
Well, I already gave you a lock of the year.
All right, yeah, you give it a lock of the year. Zab, give me another one.
I'll tell you just a fun game to look at, and I don't have a prediction here, but I just want to bring it up because it's going to be a great game. Is that Lions at Minnesota game? I mean, what a great game that's going to be. A physical game, divisional
Lions are going to win. That was where I was going next.
Yeah, what a great game. I mean, I'll just give you that the Lions have significant advantage in the trenches in that game, in both the offensive pass blocking and run blocking, which is something of note, being that they're such an offensive machine. Even the slightest little edge in a big game like that can matter. Giants, Eagles, I anticipate an under there. I see a low-scoring slogfest there, but we'll leave you with that.
All right. I'll stay on Giants, Eagles, then I'll kick over to Hoffman for Detroit. Saquon Barkley, first touchdown, plus 400. That's happening. That's happening. That wasn't yours?
Yeah.
There is no way. Did you put it out?
We're all on Barkley this weekend.
Not yet.
I want to make sure you didn't think I copied it and stole it.
No, I typed something up about just play Barkley. Touchdown.
Dude, I'll tell you this, Ab. If there's a tush push this week, they should fire the whole staff. Every ball at the one needs to be Barkley.
Yeah.
Everyone.
He's definitely been in that locker room. Hey, revenge game. I want that ball. I want.
He don't even need to. They're telling him, "This is your game. This is your game."
I will say in that game, so Jalen Hurts averages about 9 yards per carry, and they're giving up about. I think it was about 17 yards per rush. So Jalen Hurts rushing is also in play in this game. So A.J. Brown destroys man coverage. Love A.J. Brown this weekend. I think his yardage is 67.5. I'll be all over that.
I think this game could pop off a little bit here. Hoff, I know you like the Detroit game. Detroit, Minnesota is probably going to be the DFS darling of the week. It's probably going to be the prop darling of the week. It's probably going to be the most tuned into game of the week. Unfortunately, we don't have Hutch. That really sucks. But it should be a fun one here in Minnesota. Not normal we see 50 totals. We have 3 games this week, guys, with 51 totals. So this is going to be the darling of 1 o'clock. Everyone's going to be on touchdowns everywhere. So what do you like?
I think the line, like Mike said, I think the Lions have a great advantage in this game, especially when they run the ball. Minnesota loves to blitz. I don't think they're going to be able to blitz as much as they usually do against the Lions, and I think that's going to play into the Lions' hands with the run game, and then it obviously opens up to play action with Amon-Ra and Laporta. I mean, the Lions' schemes right now are just amazing. They're firing on all cylinders. I think that this is going to be a statement division game for them. Minnesota's kind of peaked, in my opinion, and now they're going to regress. So I think this is the first spot where they regress.
Aaron Jones, right? Aaron Jones out?
Aaron Jones in.
Is he in? Wow. Yeah. So he practiced today. Yesterday, I know there was bad news on the practice report.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised he was in.
Yeah.
I mean, losing Hutchinson sucks, but I still think they have pieces to be physical and put pressure on Darnold. I just expect the Lions to make a statement here. I think they're the best team in the NFC, and they're going to make it known right now.
Yeah. Mike, I just muted you there because there's gargling and clanking. So let me know when you're situated. All right. You're back situated?
I'm here. I'm not moving. I'm just in a bad area. Let me give you UFC while I'm coming in and out.
Yeah, go do it.
My internet's breaking up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Hanging out
So
the window.
there's a free play. Hey, I'm opening the door, just trying to get
I have
better
a bird
reception.
shits on his head right now.
Real shit. I'll shut the door. Real shit card. You know, we got only 11 fights. 3 of them are girl fights right in the very beginning. Not really excited about a lot in the card, but the opener's a banger. You know, Robelis de Spain, former Cuban Taekwondo gold winner, he's a monster, you know, and he's coming off a loss. And I think it's a perfect get right setup spot for him, fighting Austin Lane, the former Jacksonville Jaguar NFL player, who has 100% finish rate, and all of his wins, all of his losses are by knockout, chin up in the air. Listen, you got to take the Spain down to the ground to beat him. You're not going to stand and beat him, and that's really Austin Lane's game. So he's going to go to sleep. So I like the Spain by knockout, and I'm going to put him in a parlay with Albamayev, who's just a relentless wrestler, fighting Matios Nicolau, who's been knocked out in his last 2 fights. I think he's just going to spend the whole fight on his back. I know he's got a decent takedown defense, but he just hasn't faced the offensive onslaught by someone like Almabayev. So I'm going to bet on Almabayev to get it done. Put them both together. You get a parlay of plus 106. So that's the free bet.
Is this a pay-per-view card?
No,
No,
next
it's
week
not,
is 308.
Okay.
No, this
All
week
right,
is
then
not
next week's
not a good card. Not a good card.
But
at all.
I mean, I know you probably haven't dug into it yet. I know you do UFC first, but I'm sure you'll have a player or two out on the PFL card. I know you
The
don't
PFL,
really
yeah, I actually watched the weigh-ins. And I'm looking at
Ngannou
it.
and Ferreira,
So,
Cyborg fighting. They got a good
It's
card
just-
this week.
It's just again one of those things where it's so lopsided sometimes, and yeah, we'll see.
It's tougher,
I know Bill.
obviously.
I know Bill likes it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's gambling. We all like it, right? As
Yeah.
long as we
All
can
right,
bet
well,
on
I'll see
it.
you guys tonight on the Roundtable.
All right, 7:00. Be there, be square.
All right, guys.
Later. All right. So we PFL card actually is better than the UFC card.
Yeah, it is.
So if Mike will probably have some bets out, I'll definitely have some bets out on the PFL card. I already got a couple I'm looking at in the final 2 fights. We got Cyborg and we got fucking Big Nasty Ngannou fighting on that card. So we'll have that. As far as other football bets, get on board, guys. It's right there. We're not going to run this fucking thing till 4:00. It's free, guys. It's free. There you go. What happened here? What happened here? Like in what world do your hands do this? Like how would that? It's still lower. They're the same. You know, why don't you do this? The logo of your shirt. The logo of your shirt. Just go
Logo of
across.
the shirt?
Like make a straight line across the logo of your shirt. Wow. You really are retarded. Hoffman, you try.
I'm saying, hey man, I've been out since midnight. Give me a break.
Well, and you're retarded. Hoffman, you try.
I was gonna say.
Hoffman's terrible. Yeah, latest kid. He's like, yeah, that's where it goes. Up here. The two Utes.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. So, guys, get over 3 free days.
Oh, wait,
Click
it's
the
not
link.
about it.
No, we're not
WNBA.
done. We're not done.
I was gonna say.
But yeah, click the link in the bio, guys. 3 free days. Now's your chance. Big weekend, monster weekend. We got baseball starting in 2 hours. College football, monster college football slate tonight. 4 games, 4 really good games. And then a monster slate tomorrow. UFC tomorrow. Baseball tomorrow. Hockey. Let's talk a little hockey real quick. Let's throw a puck player or 2 out there. Zab, I don't know if you have anything or if it's anything in the chat. It's only 3 games.
So
You got anything?
me and earnestly known as Kababble or whatever his name is.
These
Great
names in the chat. I mean,
I know, man.
Started.
I don't know why I keep changing them either. But me and him have been chatting a lot in the DMs and even out in public about all the hockey plays. And we've been smashing them. We were on Malcolm goal and Crosby assist the other night. But we're on Ducks and Avs over 6.5 tonight. Avs have been a sieve to goals. They've been pretty much giving up 4 games. So we're going to need at least 4 games. So we need the Avs to kick in 2. And I think we'll hit this prop pretty easily. So. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty great. They've already given up 25 goals in 4 games.
Yeah.
And they're giving up like almost 7 goals a game.
Yeah. And like Zab said, guys, join our Discord because like we're having these conversations in the morning about hockey. Like the other day, we killed it. It was me, Zab, and Russ Miller, and whatever his name is, artist. Yeah. So like, dude, these conversations.
Just call him artist retard.
Yeah,
retardist. That's his name now.
We all talk through it, especially on these smaller slates where there's only 3-4 games. It's easier to target and lean into stuff and pick out what's going to hit and what's not.
And guys, just so you know, when you sign up for the Dub Club, we don't do the Dub Club plays or text messaging plays. That's what we said earlier when they talk about, putting your phone number in. The phone number is not for anything. You won't be used at all. You won't get a single text message. It's nothing. It's because some of the services on Dub Club provide their plays via phone and Telegram and stuff. We don't. So just put your number in, put your email in, put your friend's number in. I don't fucking give a shit what it is. But just go in there, get signed up. Our plays are through the Discord. I get people all the time. Where are the plays? I signed up. I can't. They're through our Discord. So once you connect to the 4 Deep Discord. You can't miss it. And all the plays are in the hashtag. Come right in, join us. 24-hour Discord. We're in there chatting, fucking going crazy all day, all night. It's probably one of the most viral Discords you're going to find around. Definitely the best content is in the morning. And then it gets really crazy at night. So if you have a family or if you have any feelings, get the fuck out of there by 9 o'clock on Friday and Saturday night because it goes fucking. I mean, I got babies. I can't even go out because these fucking idiots in there fucking going nuts, drunk every Saturday night at 11 p.m. Anything else here, Hoff? WNBA?
WNBA game 4 tonight. We've hit 2 out of the 3 games so far. We've hit 2 same game parlays plus 200 or better. Got another one for tonight, and I think the links extend it to game 5. WNBA is pushing their product. They would love a game 5, deciding game 5. There's only 5 games.
There's only 5?
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Pushing the product down the tubes then. Why wouldn't you have 7 games? Fucking idiots.
The Liberty win tonight. It's over. So that's it.
All right. So you'll have another same game parlay out?
Yes, I will.
All right. So Hoffman will have another WNBA same game parlay, hitting those at 67% in the finals, plus 200 or better. So get in there. Every sport, baby. Every sport. And Kababa will be in there all morning, all night.
Yeah, we have soccer. He said he was on international break, but they're coming back tomorrow. So
yeah, so Kababa's still in there all day and all night. So get on over, guys. Click the link in the bio. At Tommy G wins again.
Oh, go. And we hit a fucking plus 3,500 first round leader in golf from D-Rock.
That's right. Fucking D-Rock just smashed the golf. I forgot to mention that. I think he swept hockey yesterday too, or the day before. But Pendrith plus 3,500. We got to start bringing D-Rock on the show.
We also have him to win the tournament when he's leading by like 4 strokes right now. So
yeah, he had almost half a unit on it too, which is pretty big for his first round leaders. He usually does like 2/10. He had 4.4 units on it at plus 3,500 first round leader. I think he hit Pendrith for another first round leader earlier in the year, didn't he?
He was the one who won at like plus 10,000.
Yeah, it's not crazy from Pendrith. I know I had a Pendrith bet that paid me off like thousands that I put like $50 on.
He's been good to us, Pendrith.
Yeah, but D-Rock killing it in the chat as always. But come on over, guys.
Scotty Scheffler's the game day picker tomorrow with McAfee, so it's all golf.
Don't golf. There we go. All right, Zab, final words.
Big weekend. A lot to like in this NFL slate, so be in the roundtable at 7 o'clock. So.
Yeah, it's roundtable 7 o'clock. By the way, guys, we got a lot done in an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you don't have that yelling thing behind you in here. But, all right, Hoffman.
Let it breathe, guys. Remember to breathe this weekend. We're going to have a lot of bets. There's going to be a lot of things going on.
Let it breathe.
Just let it breathe.
Let it breathe. Oh, let it breathe.
Don't get overwhelmed.
We'll make all the money. Let it breathe.
Yep.
And don't stop breathing before 7 p.m. We'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. 7 p.m. NFL Roundtable Show. Myself, Trevor Drunk, Zab, Constantino, Scarface, going over every single game in the NFL from a DFS and betting perspective. A drunk will be drinking during the whole show, at least I will. And that goes on from 7 p.m. to 8:30 hard stop, either on the YouTube channel or on my Twitter. It'll be streamed to both. That is probably the best show on the internet. You will get tons of bets. You will get tons of DFS opportunities. There'll be props out the ass. We hit every game, every angle from weather to injuries to line. This is must watch. So if you have not seen the show, make sure you're there 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, or just turn on notifications on my fucking Twitter, and it'll fucking tell you when we go live. And then you don't have to worry about it. For Zab, Howie, Constantino, and Hoffman, I am Tommy G. Bill Rupp, have fun at the game tonight. We missed you, buddy. He'll be back here probably tonight for the sweat show.
Let's go,
maybe.
Bill.
Live from the game tomorrow.
Who knows?
You'll be seeing Bill again soon. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go.